I speak now, I make sure everything I'm saying. Yes.
That is so important, bro, because I don't know if y'all know, but that man upstairs, he be listening. He listens to everything you're talking about.
If you want a good relationship to come, like men, women, whoever you date, whatever you go for, be intentional when you talk.
Hello.
Hi guys.
We back. ASMR. Don't look.
I can't do
close,
that
though. Don't look too close because they're not that done.
Yeah, her mind.
Please. Okay, period.
Yeah.
We love it. We love to hear it. Hey y'all, we back. Episode 2 of the Girls Garden. We need like a intro.
An intro.
Yeah.
We ain't get there yet.
Yeah,
we'll figure it out. It gotta come natural.
Welcome to the garden.
The Girls Garden.
The Girls Garden. That reminded me of that Amanda show. It was like the girls' room.
Oh yeah. I'm like, wait, what Amanda show? I'm seeing Amanda.
First of all, I just want to say thank you guys so much for all the love.
Yeah.
On our first episode, that
made me so happy. I was like, oh my god, I'm crying.
They like us for real.
I'm like, no, but me and Jordan was talking about how like we feel like this is like our purpose. Like we were been supposed to be doing this. Like God is finally like. Finally,
girl, I've been trying to call you to do this entire time.
Now it's really happening, and I'm so happy. And I'm doing it with my best fucking friend. Hello. So today, or you want to start with our weekend first?
Oh yes, let's start with the weekend because our weekend was very eventful.
It was very eventful, but it was great.
It was.
It was great.
I'm not gonna lie.
Definitely very drunk. Both days. But
so let's start with, when did I come over here? Friday night or Saturday?
You came Friday night.
Friday night. But that wasn't anything. We just kind of got ready or whatever.
Yeah. I did my own hair for the first time. And
it looks bomb for her. And she did mine. She didn't do the braids. She did the curls. She added the curls.
Yeah, I ain't do the braids. Don't call me for no braids. Because it's gonna be that thing. What I asked for and what I got. I don't do that. I don't even do hair.
Period.
I'm the makeup girl. Call me for that.
She did add my curls. They look a little frizzy right now because I don't wrap my hair when I go to sleep. Unfortunately, I'm lazy. But yeah, so Saturday was very eventful as well. Saturday was our very first Girls Garden meet and greet. Clap it up. Her. That was very fun. So
it was great. I feel like everybody just got something out of it almost. Like
definitely.
And it was crazy because like even some of the people that did know each other, we still shared things that we didn't know about each other. So it was like really perfect. And then it's like people related to things that someone else went through that didn't even know. Like we're in this group together, but we don't know
like who's going through
what.
Do you have the agenda still? We can
oh yeah,
tell them what we did, like our activity.
So the agenda, first of all,
how cute is she? How cute is she?
Yes. Now that's something I could do. Jordan, she gonna edit the videos and stuff because I don't got patience.
That's me.
Now for me, I'm gonna do all the little invites, all the little
and I don't
stuff
have
like
patience
that.
for that.
She don't got patience for that. So it just works out. We balance each other.
You should see me trying to come up with stuff for the Instagram. Child, take me all day.
She be second guessing herself. I'm like, girl, that is good. That's better than what I had. Cause I ain't writing all of that. No, let me still write. But the agenda, so at first we said girls arrive, and then it was the icebreaker. But each activity we had it basically like planting, like your garden. So the first activity was the soil, and in the soil activity we shared the time we were at our lowest, or felt we were at our lowest, and we overcame it, and nobody knew, or some people didn't know, but that was a really good, that went on for a long time.
That one was like took the most amount of time. Where all the tears was at.
Definitely where all the tears were.
All the tears were shed there.
It was just so beautiful, like to even be able to get it out and like just relate,
and just feel so comfortable with people that you really don't even know, but you feel comfortable enough to be vulnerable.
That's so important. And sometimes, you know what, it's not even if you do know them, because sometimes you don't know people that you think you may know.
Right.
Like one of my good friends was there, and I said something, and she was like, "Well, I do," and I'm like, "No, but you don't.
Yeah,
like you don't know.
You don't really know how I feel or felt at that time.
It was really good. Yeah. The next one was planting the flower. So in this activity, we wrote to ourselves, to our future selves. We wrote who she was, who she embodied, what she looked like.
I wish I didn't.
What she have.
I would have shared like some of the stuff I had down.
Well, we could if you
remember. Yeah.
I know I shared about like the kind of house I wanted, wanted to be married with kids, 3 kids. When I speak now, I make sure everything with I'm saying. Yes.
That is so important, bro, because I don't know if y'all know, but that man upstairs, he be listening. He listens to everything you're talking about.
If you want a good relationship to come, like men, women, whoever you date, whatever you go for, be intentional when you talk. Like, don't be like, oh, I want a man to provide. You might get somebody that provide, but you might get somebody that don't respect you.
Hello.
So you got to literally be intentional when you speak. Tell him exactly what you want so you can get that, because he's gonna give it to you. He might not give it to you when you want, but he's gonna give it to you, Pepper. So yeah, be intentional. Boom. Anyway, the next one was water your flower. So in this activity, you had to write a few things on what it would take to get to that to be that girl. And it was hard.
That was really hard. We started out with saying we were gonna write 10 things and we shut it down at 5. Because I was like, listen, we're gonna be here all night if I have to sit here and write 10 things.
I was sitting here trying to think. I'm like,
stuff like that is difficult. Like, even I did like this what is it called? Not self-care, like this self-love journaling thing on my iPad for last month, I believe it was. And a lot of the prompts were like, write out 10-15 things that you like about yourself. And when I tell you it took me a minute to do that, I'm like, wait, hold on a second. Hard. Doing stuff like that, like talking about yourself and stuff like that, that's hard. That's difficult.
It's very difficult. And you don't, and like you said, you don't think about that it's difficult until you actually have to do it. Or even like if someone's like, tell me about yourself.
I hate that question, bro. Just ask me a question, because now I don't know what to say. I don't know.
And I ask people that though, and I'm like, and I hate when it's asked.
I hate that question.
All right, and then the last one was groom your flower. That one was where we were gonna have people meet up to who they feel like they connected with, but I feel like we all connected so much that we didn't need to do that. And that was pretty much it, but it was so good. Then afterwards we walked by the water.
Yes, took some pictures, some popping pictures. I should pop up some of our pictures right here.
Yes, we took some popping pictures. Super cute. You know, it was just great.
And a great time.
After that, you was still
after that, me, Bree and Kiki, shout out our cousin Per, we went out to eat. It was like a little something. We went out for eating drinks. Super cute place. So I'm a gatekeeper. Sorry. But yeah, it was so super cute. I'm gonna make a TikTok about it though. I'm not gonna have that name up there, but y'all can see it when I put on my TikTok. So follow me on my TikTok.
Me too.
Yeah, period.
It's the same as my Insta.
Same
y'all. 3 L's. I said 2 and held up 3.
So yeah, we went out to eat real quick, got some drinks, and then we went. That was the night we went to bar, right? We went to bar that night.
Yeah.
We went to bar. Now that's where the drunkenness commenced.
My girls was drunk. I was drunk.
I wasn't as drunk as
Kiki was
my girl was gone.
So
as far as dating, what's your experience? I'll say dating as a black woman in this generation. How is it like would you say a difficult experience?
I would say it's like, I don't know, it is difficult, cause like, what do you mean by that? Just get more specific.
I don't know.
Difficult in which way?
In which way? Like finding people that are like serious, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you're gonna get a lot of, like, when you're dating, you get a lot of people that aren't serious. Like, oh my gosh, I had this one guy, this is so embarrassing, but I'm gonna share it with y'all because y'all my girls Garden. But I had this one guy, like, cause I'm on a dating site. It's fun. You meet different guys. You don't be stuck to these people here. So, you know, he messaged me or whatever, and like we started talking, gave him my number, we were talking, and then he said something like about coming over, and I'm like, and I'm like, oh no, you could take me out first though, like, right. You're not about to just come over, are you crazy? And he was like, nah, I'm not doing all that. I was like,
what is wrong with y'all?
I was like, you're not doing all that. I'm like, So what are you looking for? Like,
right.
He was really just looking for somebody to
hunch on.
Yeah, he just wanted to have sex, and I was like, wow. Like, I just blocked him after that, and that was it. And why did he pop up and like me? Like, because you gotta like the people on the site or whatever. He liked me again after all of that. Like,
I would have been like, sorry, for real. Like, come on now.
I just asked him out, like, are you crazy?
I don't like that.
So that's really hard, finding people that's serious.
And it's on the same type of time.
Right. Because I'm not like that. Like, I'm not about to just be out here just doing this, doing that. Like, no.
I'm not built for a sneaky link.
I'm not.
I thought I was. I always was like, yeah, I could do the casual. You feel me?
No.
I don't want nothing casual.
Definitely, and where I'm at in life right now, I'm looking for stability in all aspects. So something you need to be working towards that. Like,
no, seriously. I feel like that's low-key not what I'm dealing with or what I'm going through, but like there's somebody that I know that I think only wants something casual with me. And so I stopped texting him or whatever, and I guess that he felt some type of way about it, but like we're not on the same path, sir. And we have nothing to talk about.
And that's okay. Why am I going to keep wasting my time?
Wasting my time, wasting your time,
wasting your time. And this is not what you want.
Right.
So, it's hard. It's hard knowing or figuring out people's pure intentions.
Yeah. Because you could ask somebody their intentions and they'll tell you whatever they want to tell you.
Right.
But it's so hard trying to see if, like, alright, if that's really the type of time that they on or... But honestly, I think with guys are kind of simple. Honestly, guys are very simple. I'm not calling y'all simple. Like, some of y'all are simple-minded, but y'all are just simple, period. I had this conversation with somebody else on Instagram. I said, I think that a lot of guys are simple, in a sense, like, you can tell what most guys' intentions are, honestly, or for real. Like, if a guy really like you, he gonna show you he like you.
Absolutely.
Like,
you're gonna know.
He's not gonna leave any room for confusion, any room for doubt, or anything like that. So, but... I love meeting a grown man, like on grown man time.
I love a grown man.
Let me just tell you, I love men.
Me too. My friends tell me all the time, they be like, Brianna, you love men. I be like, I love men. Like,
but I love me a man.
And I love me a black man. I ain't gonna lie.
A black man.
I just like,
for real, we like this.
No, for real. We like, if I just see a group of black men walking out, I'd be like, oh,
I be in love. I don't know what else
that's
to
like
say.
On vacation. We
Listen,
was like, all right, we ain't even going to be like grown or nothing.
Right.
Like, I just like being around men that got something going on for themselves.
Yeah.
Like, I like hearing black men talk. I like just, I don't know. I love it.
My favorite is
like,
seeing a man in his element. Like,
yeah,
seeing a man do what he loved doing. Marry me,
right?
Please.
I love it. Like,
please.
And I be learning stuff from men too. Like, men are very smart.
Yes,
like,
a lot of men.
A lot of them. Very, you got some, but it's a lot.
A lot of y'all are like, shout out to y'all. Shout out to the men.
No, for real.
Not the boys. Shout out to the men. Shout out to the men. Because
there's a difference.
There's a big difference. I put on my Instagram the other day, I love a man with substance. I can't do a man that don't have like no moral compass, like nothing that he think about, like nothing that he submits to.
You can't have an intellectual conversation, like
it's a no-go for me. That's so unattractive. Like,
right.
I don't like that at all. I really don't like that.
Me and Jordan, my cousin, I was say my cousin, I always say that we be on the same type of time. Like, we be like, all right, we'll meet somebody, like, oh, let's go chat with them. We be having good vibes, good talks. Like, it's crazy. What was we talking about in Jamaica with them?
Oh, we was talking about a lot of things. We were talking about politics, zodiac signs,
everything, like,
race, like
everything.
On a freaking resort in Jamaica. Like, why are you on vacation talking about politics and race?
We get so deep, like,
for no reason.
For no reason.
But they was with it. They was with it.
They loved it.
They was with it.
And those was like our guys for the rest of the trip.
Literally.
Like,
I forgot the names. I'm sorry, y'all. I forgot y'all names. But shout out to y'all too.
But if y'all see this,
shout out to y'all.
And we had a debate because they was trying to say Miami dress better than up north. I said, bruh,
what?
Come on, let's be real.
Let's be for real, Like, don't get me wrong. I love the, you feel me, the the stilo of a down south man.
Right.
I love the way they carry themselves. But it's, y'all have nothing on a up north guy. Like,
we know how to dress.
we got it. We got it. Listen, not too much.
No,
we got it.
But
we got it for sure. Sorry.
You know, I was like, are you serious? Like, come on now.
Come on now. I will put, even, we don't even gotta go to New York. We can go to New Haven right now.
Right.
I will put any New Haven guy against any Florida guy. Like,
they dress better. They just dress better. It is what it is. Y'all might have down south got better manners.
Yes.
And things like that. Like you said, the way they carry themselves. Like, up north people, we're rude. Like,
nasty.
Even the way the men like approach us.
It's
like,
nasty.
It's so funny because we met somebody from New York down here in Jamaica too.
Yeah.
And one of them was just getting on my nerves.
Oh, she couldn't stand him.
I was so annoyed with him. I was like, listen, if he come by me one more time, I'm really gonna lose it.
on him. Yeah.
I'm gonna spaz on him. So then like the Miami guy was acting like he was my man, so he believed.
But that's just how they move. Like, down south guys are very respectful. Like, and you don't you don't even have to go that far down. When I went to school in Maryland, like, they was holding door. I was like, what? I remember, I will never forget the first time I was on campus. I went to open a door on campus, and the guy, he ran. He was like, don't do that. I was like, oh,
right.
My fault.
Men up here be like,
let the door close on you. Like, Jesus.
Men up here just don't got y'all don't have manners like
it's
that.
It's very rare to
I don't
find
know
somebody
what it
is.
is. Like, I don't get it,
but if we talking style, if we talking swag, we got
that. Period. In the bag.
It's that simple. Something that interests me that a lot of people are talking about right now, it not interest me as in I would do it. So no, thank you. I'm good off that. But a lot of people are into polygamy.
I know. It's like a thing right now.
I watch Know For Sure podcast, and pretty much almost every episode they talk about dating, and they ask them, do you believe in monogamy? And a lot of them say no, or like a lot of them say they don't see themselves in a monogamous relationship. But on the other hand, me, baby, I am monogamy is me. Okay, we go like this. I am built for monogamy. Because
you, like, listen, I can't do that, because if you start showing the other girl too much attention, now I'm annoyed.
Yeah, and now I'm jealous.
It's not for me. If it's for you, that's what's up.
All
but that's not for me. I just feel like it's not for me. I don't see the point in it. Why you need to? And then it's like it's always like a guy and two girls.
I've never ever seen a girl
and two guys
like ever.
So that's why I feel like it's just like a guy not wanting to be with one girl. Like, I don't feel like
his
it's
cake.
Yeah, his cake and eat it too, because you rarely ever see two guys in one group. Y'all ain't going for that. So why should we?
But I mean,
if
like
you want to do it,
if that's what you into,
then that's you. That's what you
more power to you.
Right?
But
I just can't do it.
Me, baby, I needs me a husband, and only one of them. I needs me a black husband and some black kids and a black house. Hello.
I was telling Mimi in there, whatever. I'm like, Mimi. I'm like, yeah, in a like few years I'm gonna be married. I'm gonna be this, that. And I said, I want to be like my me. And she was like, why you want to be like yeah me? Mimi is our grandmother. Yes. Why you want to be like yeah me? I said, because
that's my man.
That's my man.
Like, what?
I said, I will be like, hold on, let me call my man.
Yeah. Don't put a ring on his finger.
What?
It could be a promise ring, a just because ring, and get, baby, I'm walking around like this for the rest of my life.
Okay.
And I don't care. I don't.
And when I love, baby, I used to just give my love away. Now I'm, like I said, I'm gonna be very like intentional. Like, that's why my next relationship, I really want it to be like my last. Like, I really want to lock in. Yeah. Like, I'm not built for this.
The dating scene. Dating is annoying.
It's annoying.
I can't talk because I don't do it.
I told her to start. I told her to get on the. I told her to get on the site with me. If y'all want to know the dating site, it's called Hinge. I used to be totally against the dating site. I used to be like, oh, that makes me feel like I'm being thirsty, this, that, and the third. But no, it's not even like that. It's just really other men out here trying to find love like I am, you know? Yeah. And it's nothing wrong with it.
Nothing wrong with it. I have nothing against the dating site, so don't think I didn't join the dating site because I don't want, like, I hate it or that. That's not why. I just don't know how to date because I think too much. And so I'm always in my head, and I'm always thinking about like, dang, did I just say the wrong thing? Did that just make me sound weird? Like, is he gonna text his friends about me right now? Is he texting? Like, I think way too much. Like, I'm too scary. Like,
that's understandable. And dating is so weird because it's like, especially them first dates, you be like, okay, like, hi, yeah, we're here.
Like, and I'm too awkward. Like, if I go on a date with somebody, they have to absolutely know how to carry on a conversation. Because when I get nervous or anything, like, I get quiet, and I'm just gonna sit there, and because I don't know what to say, or if I do have something in my mind to say, I don't want to say it and sound like an idiot.
So challenge yourself to go on dates.
I'm scared.
But that's why you have to challenge yourself.
I'm scared. Because I be liking
Face your fears.
I know. I be liking people, or I be having crushes on people. But like, I'm not going to step unless I'm drunk.
Like we talked about too, with me, Kiki, with you, it's like a defense mechanism for you. I feel like.
I'm sure it is.
But for everybody, I feel like in your 20s, you should definitely date. You just do it. Like,
I know.
I mean, granted, some people find love to be in serious relationships. That's awesome too. But if you're single, you might as well date.
I'm gonna try.
Experience people, and you get a little bit from everybody. If it becomes too much, just, you know.
I'm gonna try. My birthday's in December, y'all. So by December, I am challenging myself to go on at least 2 dates.
I love that for you.
Thank you. That's a small number, but for me, that's big.
That's big. But I just was like, wait, 2. No, but I'm
thank you. Let's start
December
small.
Is far. All right.
Give me some time to prepare, babe.
Okay.
I haven't been on a date since like July. Like a date, like a planned out date since not this past July, the July before.
What about one every month?
That's insane. That's crazy.
All right, whatever.
We tried.
Okay.
That's okay.
Just do what you feel.
Thank you. Appreciate you. All I know is that I need a husband. That's it. That's it. That's all.
I do. I don't know. I am crazy. Like, I just be thinking about like my house, my husband, literally, my 3 kids, because I'm having 3.
I'm having 3.
That's it.
And that's my problem. Like, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I really want to. I always would say like, oh, I want to be the only female in my house. I like the idea of that. That's kind of selfish, but I do love the idea of that. But now that I'm like getting a little older, I'm like, watch me have a little girl. She gonna be my little bestie, and she gonna get on my nerves, but I'm gonna love her.
I want Brie to have a girl so bad.
She swear.
I want Brie to have a girl so bad. She gonna be the cutest little brown thing ever.
And she gonna have a crazy mouth. She might be the complete opposite. She might be calm.
I don't know, but I would love it if she's the same. I would love that for you. Because it's gonna be the funniest thing ever.
She's gonna like give me a run for my money.
Everybody be telling me my kids is gonna be bad, and I don't
think your kids is gonna be bad.
My mom swear my kids is gonna be bad. I posted this video of on my story of this little boy. He was like standing in a fish tank or something, and she was like, "That's gonna be your little bad son." Like, why would you say that?
I don't think so. I think your kids, and you're so calm. Like, I feel like you're gonna be good at the gentle parenting thing.
Thanks.
Cause you're really calm. Seeing you as a mom is gonna be like, once we see each other become like mothers, that's gonna be like, I don't know, crazy. Like, we may have to be around the same time, because I'm gonna be without you for 9 months. No drinking for 9 months.
Now you're an alcoholic. The heck?
We gotta be at the same time. One accord.
We gotta be out the game at the same time. Because it never gave one to another.
Yeah.
Never gave.
Never.
I wrote down dating as a black woman because we talked about how dating as a black woman is very difficult, especially now. Well, not even especially now, but you notice little things that men do when you look a certain way as a black woman. And I always feel like we get the most attention from men when we are up to a certain beauty standard. So like, in particular, my hairstyles. A lot of men do not approach me when my natural hair is out. I remember I was just recently, I was posting on my story, I was posting pictures of me with my wig on, my bust down Brazilian middle part, come on. And we got the like stories, the hard eyes, I posted my natural hair after I washed it. Crickets. And then I talked to somebody like we were dating, and I had I had just blow dried it. It was just in a regular ponytail, and he was like, "I like your hair," and I was like, "You like my hair. I was like, it's not even done. Like, it's just in a ponytail. Like, my head wasn't even slicked or nothing. I just threw the scrunchie on and got in the car, literally. He was like, I like your hair. And I was like, oh, thank you. Like, that's the first time anybody has ever, like, said that.
You're natural.
Yeah, like, so, like, I feel like now that I'm older, a lot of men or guys compliment my natural hair a little bit more. Like, my Bantu knots when we went to New York, people complimented that, but, like, not a lot. Like, it's very interesting to see.
It's annoying. Like,
it's annoying.
It's like we just could never, I feel like as black women, we could never just be us. Like, we can't be ourselves. I had a situation too, I had told Jordan this, where this guy at my job, like, he always like tries to flirt, try to speak, talk, whatever, all the time. Yeah, I came to work with my natural hair in twists, like, you know, like the coils. You know, he didn't even speak. I was like,
insane to me.
It's so crazy. Like, he didn't even speak. Like, he just looked at me. Like,
it's insane.
And like the old me, like the young me, I would have been like, dang, you really hurt my feelings. And new me, I don't care. Like, I'm content with my natural hair now. I could wear my natural hair and be myself. Like, I'm good. But I was just like, that is crazy that you didn't speak to me because of my hairstyle. Like, I just feel like other people don't know what black girls go through with their hair. Like, even like at anywhere, any setting, like, not just relationship wise, work in general. I just feel like people never understand us and our hair. Like,
work, friends, like, you know how people be like, you get braids for your birthday, or
like that whole thing, like, braids aren't cute for your birthday. Like what?
Braids? Come on, I love me a good knotless.
Y'all critique nobody else's hair but black women's hair. I don't understand it.
It's insane. Cause no shade, no tea, no nothing like that to the Hispanic mommies, but let a little Spanish girl throw some box braids in her hair. Oh my gosh, social media is in a frenzy.
Right.
What? But I wear knotless all the time, babe. What happened? What happened?
It's crazy. I don't even know.
What is that about?
Yeah, like, I don't even know what it's about. But I'm glad now I am so content with my hair, because before, when I was a kid, I literally used to be like, no, I can't wear my hair out. Like, I used to be like, oh, if a guy ever see me with my hair out, that means I really love him. Now I don't care. You're gonna get this. You're gonna get this
band, this fro, this bonnet.
Yeah,
you're gonna get it all.
You're gonna get it. Like, it is what it is. But I used to be so self-conscious, like, no, I'm not gonna wear my hair like that, and I'm not gonna do this, I'm not gonna do that. And it really needs to stop. Like, if you are a mom and you have black children, or even if you have black children and you're not black, like, feed life into them, because we need through a lot. Like,
real. Young black kids need that.
Yeah, like, if kids are mean,
kids are ruthless. Like, I be wanting to punch them. Like, if you got kids, I'm talking to you. If you have kids, bro, raise them right, please. Raise them with some morals, some respect, because make it, you feel me? I'm not, none of that. Don't play with me.
Like, if I do have a little boy, I'm gonna feed life into him as well. But if I do have a little girl, she's gonna know, like, your hair is beautiful, your skin color is beautiful, everything is beautiful about you. Like, it's just ridiculous how we really didn't get that growing up. Not that, I'm not even saying from our parents, but in general,
like in like society.
Yeah, society, we didn't have that. Now, luckily, it's younger kids, are seeing different, younger black girls and boys are seeing different things now in the media.
But in general, kids are ruthless, kids are mean, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I was gonna say, going back to like the hair topic, I feel like, not even with our natural hair, I feel like black women are just critiqued in general when it comes to our hair, and it really doesn't make any sense to me, because, like, why does what I put on my head bother you so much? Like, I seen this post, I posted it today as like a funny thing. I'm gonna go to it so I read it right. I posted it today as like a funny joke or whatever. Of course I deleted it, but it says something like, I want men to leave me alone, I'm about to go get a bob. But like on Twitter and on TikTok, like, girls having bobs, like, that's like a thing for men that they don't like.
Yeah, I've heard that. Like, they don't like bobs. I don't get that. What? When did that become a thing?
When did that become a thing?
You don't like bobs?
What? Other thing, let's talk about that too. Why do black men Like, why? What do y'all have against dating black women?
It be self-hate.
What do y'all
like? It's
what is that?
self-hate, and I had this conversation
that.
many times, and we're not coming for nobody because I have friends from all different backgrounds,
all that.
At all, we're not coming for anyone anyway. That's not even what this platform is about. But it's just the thing. It's reality. Like, a lot of black men, it's almost like this is. I had this conversation that said it becomes a problem when they obsess over it. Everybody has a preference, but when you obsess over it and you make it known that, oh, I won't date a black girl,
or and then when you start disrespecting,
when you start insulting a black woman because, oh, I'm not gonna date a black woman, I'm only dating. Now it's giving weird. Now I feel like it's self-hate,
right?
Because I don't see how you can say that and you come from a black woman.
From a black woman.
I don't understand that. A black woman that came from a black woman that came from a black woman. Like, are you kidding me? Like, what?
People are crazy.
That just literally drives me insane. Once it becomes an obsession, like, oh, and it's you black men do this all the time. Like, I'd be like, what?
I feel like a lot of the traits that they describe in other women that in non-black women are traits that a lot of black women have. Yeah. So
that's what I was
say what it is. You fetishize non-black women. That's it. That it's a fetish for you,
right?
Like, and
you can have a preference and be like,
and have a type.
This is what I prefer. But I'm not against dating other, you know. But this is what I prefer because everybody has a dating preference. But like we said, it goes left when you
start disrespecting.
He also was touching on like colorism within
colorism
race
in the black community is it's insane.
It's insane, and people don't understand that either.
And I can't talk too much from it because I personally haven't experienced it, but I know people around me that have, and I have seen it and I've heard it, and I've been in rooms where these conversations are held where it's like, oh, I wouldn't date a woman that's this dark or like,
growing up as I'm brown skinned, that's what they would say, but if I was to go out with a group of light-skinned girls, reality, the guys are gonna approach the light-skinned girls first.
Absolutely.
That's just the reality of it. Me, I'm not heartbroken by it, but that's just the reality of it. I don't know if it's like a look. I still don't understand it. Like, I don't understand it, but that's what it is. When I was younger, I used to be very like, you know, I used to be sad about it and stuff when I was younger, like, cause you just, I don't know, like, growing up as like a darker girl or a brown skinned girl, you don't feel as accepting, loved, beautiful as someone who is lighter skinned. It's just the reality, and some people just don't get it. Like, if I have this conversation with someone that's lighter, they may not get it because they didn't experience like, it's a real thing. Like, it's a real thing, and
it's still very common. Like, I feel like a lot more people are straying away from colorism, which is amazing, but I do still feel like it's still very common. It's still prevalent, and I feel like it's just, I wouldn't say hidden, it's just not as direct. I feel like it's so internalized. That's what I'm trying to say. I feel like now it's just so internalized that some people don't even realize they're being colorist, but babe, you are. And it's a real thing. It definitely sucks. So I don't know, I'm still trying to like learn more about it because I don't understand it, but I know I did experience it growing up, like, and it does, you don't feel, like I said, like, as pretty. Like, I don't know, but we beautiful. Alexa, play Brown Skin Girl. Okay, period. Now I'll be like, I don't care what you don't like. If you don't like me, you don't like me. Give it over. Bye. Because I know a couple that do. So I posted on my Instagram like what people wanted us to talk about, and somebody commented about just relationships in general. So platonic, family relationships, romantic relationships, and I don't know, they weren't, I can see if I can find the post, because I don't think that they were very specific. That's kind of something we were talking about earlier too, how all different relationships
can hurt you and things like that.
Absolutely. I feel like now more than ever for me, all the relationships in my life have to give me something. Like they have to do something for me. Like I feel like all my relationships in my life, they have to have some sort of substance, some sort of intention. Because if you're here and you're not feeding into me, pouring into my cup as I pour into yours, there's nothing there for us, babe.
Exactly.
There's nothing there for us.
That's just really what it is and what it has to be with any relationship in your life.
Yeah. And
family, friends,
and it's okay, like we both know everybody is in a different season. Not everybody's gonna be in the same season as you. And that's okay, but I'm just gonna have to love you from a distance.
Right.
Because if you're not contributing to what it is that I'm trying to do and the person that I'm trying to grow into, if you're doing nothing but like tearing that down, if you're not doing anything positive for that person, then
it's not worth it.
You got to go.
And don't, like, with relationships and stuff like that, the history of a relationship really has it don't hold no weight.
It like, really doesn't.
Because you could meet somebody tomorrow and somebody that you was friends with for years could not be as good of a friend as they are to you.
Yeah.
Like, and that happens. And I feel like a lot of the times we keep, certain relationships, friends, family, whatever, around us for so long that we're supposed to be going a long time ago. Like, everybody has an expiration date. Like, period. It doesn't matter. And some people have expiration dates within your life and you need to know them and get rid of them.
Yes.
Love them still.
Yeah.
But
we're not saying like just hate them.
Yeah, no, don't hate them.
That's not the thing.
Just be like, their time has expired in my life and I'm okay with that and I'm gonna move on. Or you gotta know how to deal with people. I'm big on that now. Like I am huge on that. I always say I place people in my life where they place me. Period. If you don't call me every time you go out, I'm not about to call you.
That part.
If you don't invite me everywhere, I'm not gonna take it personal, but I'm gonna go where I'm loved.
Yes.
Period.
I'm gonna go where I'm loved. I'm gonna go where I'm wanted.
Where I'm wanted at, because it can't be a one-sided friendship or anything like that. And once you feel that way, you just gotta take a step back and treat people how they treat you.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like,
and let them take it how they want to take it. If they take it like, oh, she's being funny, then
I'm being funny.
Yeah. Then you just gonna have to take it that way. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Like,
sorry, stinkaboo.
Because honestly, like, people get so used to like treating you a certain way that they just think it's okay. But if you don't act on it and show them this is not okay, I don't like that, this hurts my feelings, because friends can hurt your feelings. Like,
people are only gonna do what you allow them to do. So if you keep allowing that friend to say little funny jokes about you and you don't put an end to it, she or he, they're gonna keep saying it. If you allow him to keep texting this girl, texting that girl, treating you like his girlfriend when he wants to, and then not so when he don't want you to be his girlfriend, if you allow that, he's gonna keep doing that. We gotta, it's back to boundaries. You gotta set those boundaries. You gotta draw those lines. It's always about the boundaries, y'all. It's always about them. You gotta set them. You have to draw those lines, and you have to, like she said, place people where they place you. Play your role. As hard as it may be, and as harsh as it may sound, you gotta play your role. You have to. Because if you start overplaying your part in people's lives, it's gonna show, and they're gonna take advantage of that.
I did that for so long, like, and I'm not even just saying within a relationship. I've done that within friendships. I've done it with family members. Like, everybody who knows me, I love OD hard. Like, it's ridiculous. It's a gift and a curse. But I've kind of like taken advantage of, like, oh, I'm gonna call this person because she gonna come. Like, if you ain't something, oh, she gonna come for sure. Like, I'm calling her. But then I noticed every time it was my time around, them same people that would always call me or want me around,
you couldn't call them.
I couldn't call them. Like, I couldn't call them. So that's why now that I've realized that, I place people in my life where they place me. And
stop being okay. Stop being everything for everyone and nothing for yourself.
Exactly.
Because you can't pour from an empty cup.
My mother told me this past June, I was just really like not having a good experience with people in general. And my mother was like, Bree, your tank is empty. Like, it's empty. You have you spent so long giving that you left nothing for yourself. Your tank is empty. It's time for you to give back to yourself. Fill your tank. And I'm like, you're right. I'm empty. And then when your tank is empty, you feel it.
You feel it.
You be so drained. Like,
drained. Don't
you don't want to do nothing.
Don't want to go nowhere. Don't want to be around nobody.
Right. Like, when I mean my apartment was just a mess, because I was just like, not dirty, but like clothes everywhere, all that. Because I was just not happy. Like, I wasn't happy.
Yeah.
I'm working on it.
Love that for you. I feel like when it comes to relationships and setting those boundaries and things like that, it excuse me, it comes to a point where you have to know and love yourself enough to do that. Because I feel like if you don't have that self-love, you don't really know what it is that you tolerate and that you like and don't like and things like that. Does that make sense? Like,
yeah.
My quote right now is like, if you don't stand for something, you're gonna fall for anything. If you don't, you also have to set boundaries with yourself. Honestly, I had to set boundaries with myself. Like, okay, girl, you know that you don't like when they say that, so put an end to it. You know that you don't like when they do that, so put an end to it. Love yourself enough to be like, okay, this makes me feel this way, so I'm gonna put an end to it, like I said, so that I don't end up feeling that way. Like, take inventory of your circle, take inventory of your life. When somebody does something to you that you don't like, take a moment and be like, okay, they did this and it made me feel like this,
right? So
let me go ahead and set that boundary right. A lot of things boil down to self-love. As cliche as it may sound, like self-love is the best love, as cliche as it may sound, it's the truth. Like,
I'm big on self-love.
You have to. And self-love is not taking a day to do a face mask and like, no. Self-love is about, like I said, setting your own boundaries, learning your triggers, learning what it is you like and don't like in relationships in general, and upholding all of that and respecting all of that. You have to have a level of self-love and respect for yourself before you look. Shout out to moms. Mom told me all the time, before you ever look to love somebody else or ever look for somebody to love you, you have to love yourself.
I was literally gonna say that. I was gonna say, to piggyback off what you were saying, like, if no relationship is gonna thrive in your life, no matter what it is, if you don't really have self-love. And I preach it all the time. Self-love, self-love, self-love. Like, people be thinking I'm weird because, like, I'll be like, I don't need to do that. Like, I don't need other people. Like, other people to me is like extra.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like
it's nice to have y'all around.
Right. It's nice to have y'all around, but like, I don't need, if I'm single, I'm okay being single. Cause like, I have so much self-love. Like, it took me a while to get there, but I'm okay being single. Sometimes it gets lonely, yes, but I love myself so much that I'm not gonna go settle for any type of relationship.
Don't settle, y'all.
I'm not gonna settle because I love myself enough. I know what I want,
and I know that it exists.
Right, and I know it exists. It's just I wasn't looking in the right places, or I was putting myself, or we gonna get on that, in the wrong places. But you just really have to be big on yourself. You have to love yourself first, before you try to love anybody else, because it's not gonna work. And as to what I was saying about places and things like that, a lot of times we're like, oh, I'm not trying to make this all about just romantic relationships, but a lot of times we're like, oh, ain't nobody good out here. All these people are the same.
Stop saying that. Stop saying that.
That's why you're speaking it into existence.
Yo, what did we say earlier? God be listening. He be listening, bro. He hear you. So if he hear you saying, oh, all these men ain't ish, all these bees ain't
you, that's what you're gonna have.
That's exactly what you're gonna get.
Because you're not in a place to receive somebody that is. What? So you're gonna keep staying in this place because you're not in the place where he needs you to be, right, so that he can put that person there for you.
You're not open.
But I'm gonna tell you like this, we had to have a self-realization with, you know, you cannot go to the same bars, hang out with certain people,
but
do the same things if you want better.
Your husband is not playing pool in the back of JR's, I promise.
He's not. We had to stop. Yo, we was going to
J like every weekend, bro.
Weekend, daily.
Listen, like a couple times a week. Very much give me a mango margarita.
We was like the brand ambassadors.
6-piece honey hot with fries, fried hard, please and thank you.
Like, it was bad. But
it was bad.
You not gonna find your husband in here. Like, I don't want my husband.
I don't want to find my husband. Let's put that out there. My husband is not in JR, and I don't want to find him there.
You really have to be different. If you want different in your life,
you have to
do different. You have to be different. You have to move different. We do not go to juniors no more.
My husband is not in Grill 2.
We do not go to Grill. We try not to. Like, if it's somebody's birthday or event,
and they having it,
that's it. That's the only time. But we do not go to Grill 2. We don't go to juniors. We don't do that type of. Maybe that's the place for you, but for us, that's where we're at right now. That's not the place for us. Yeah. So we said to ourselves, like, nah, when we go out now, we gonna go to other places. I don't mind driving just to get a different experience. Like,
that's something I seen on Twitter. It was like, the older I get, the more I don't mind paying for convenience, like paying for comfortability. Like, exactly. I'll take a drive quick. Well, I don't be driving. I'll take a ride quick. Sorry. I'll take a ride quick.
She actually drove me home yesterday, though.
I did.
Shout outs to her.
Boom. But for real, like we were saying, if you want different, you gotta move different. It's just as simple as that. In any situation, like, we can take it away from romantic relationships or relationships in general and move it to, like, just life. Like, if you want to make better money, you can't be spending all willy-nilly on dumb impulsive stuff. If you want to buy this new car, if you want to buy this new bag, we can even say if you want to buy a bag, you can't just be moved, like, you can't be wilding, like, you can't be doing stuff like that.
I was reading this book, You're a Badass. I forgot the author. Love her books. I'm reading her books, that book now, on money. She puts it in perspective, like, you got to kind of, like, live like the girl you want to be, if that makes sense. Like, if you know you want this lavish lifestyle, why are you gonna be in ratchet places? Like, I know that sounds crazy, not like ratchet, but like, why you gonna do that? Like, start acting like that person already. Like, so that means you gotta clean some things up. Like, because certain places and things and people are just not for you if you want to be different. People too. You have to know. You have to be able to identify, this person
is not for me anymore. This person, just because y'all were friends since you were 3 years old, does not mean
because they were
to keep them around.
Right. They were your person in that season of your life.
Ooh, that gave me chills. Ooh.
This is a new season.
It's a new season.
So once you go through many different seasons, like, and when you're in a different season, if you bring that other person, you, like, come on,
you're always gonna be dragged. You know, like a shackle on your ankle, and they're the dead weight, and you're trying to reach up to this new season, but they're holding you back, and you're trying to figure out why. And that's another thing. I seen this on the No For Sure podcast. When you're praying to God, or you're praying to whoever you pray to, whatever you believe in, and you're asking him, like, God, please rid me of dead weight. Please rid me of anything that's not for me, anybody that's not for me. And your best friend go and do some trifling stuff to you, or your boyfriend, your girlfriend go and cheat on you.
I watched this too.
And you take them back. You're literally ignoring him. He's giving you exactly what you asked for. But the only reason you're ignoring it is because it's not what you thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
So now you are compromising your peace. You're compromising everything that you are praying for simply because of this person with history. Listen. Pay attention.
If you praying for it, be prepared to get what,
because he gonna give you with that.
He gonna give you, and then, like, it. So that trifling thing is him showing you this is
what this person is. Like,
they gotta go.
Hello.
It's easier said than done. Trust me. I've been there where I've held on. But you know what God gonna do? If you keep holding on to somebody, he really is not in the story he has for you. He's gonna make them hurt you so
over and over
badly that you feel like you have no choice but to just let it go.
Me and my friend Justin, we were talking about this before, how some people have to hit rock bottom.
Yeah.
Like, some people are good at, you know, cutting people off when they need to the first time, second time around, but some people need to hit rock bottom.
Rock bottom,
and
for sure.
It sucks when you have to reach rock bottom to realize, like, dang, maybe I do need to let them go. But sometimes that's just what you need. Some of us really do need to hit rock bottom to be like, okay, fine, God dang, I guess I'll stop texting them back. I guess I'll let them go. Start paying attention.
Pay attention.
Because he be speaking. Because I used to think that he wasn't speaking to me. And I used to be like, dang, bro, I'm asking for all this. And he not giving it. But the whole time he was. I just wasn't listening. I wasn't open. I wasn't receptive to what he was saying to me.
And you kind of got to pay attention to how he's talking to you. That's what I was going to say. Sorry, I'm interrupting you.
No, you good.
How your angels, your guardian angels, how they're talking to you. Like, pay attention to the signs because they come in different ways. Like, for me, I always say he talks to me, I feel like, through my dreams. Like,
she's a dreamer for real.
I'm a dreamer. Like, it's so weird.
Like, I'll have a dream every once in a while, but don't ask me what I dreamed about during my nap because I don't know. It was probably, like I told her, like, I be having weird dreams, like a dinosaur stomping on my house and then Michael Jackson came to eat a donut in my kitchen. Like, it'd be something crazy. Like, I have weird dreams, but like, just recently I had a very vivid dream where I felt like I needed to wake up and pray for this person that I dreamed about, because I don't know what it is that they're going through, but watching them on social media, it looks like they're going through something, and I can't tell, and I don't think it's my place to say because we were never close, so we were never really friends. Always like a high and by type of thing. But the dream I had was it's like giving me chills right now to even think about it. So like, that was something I woke up and I had to pray for. I barely know the girl, but yeah. So I'll have a dream every once in a while. She, on the other hand, she gonna turn up.
I dream all the time. Like, God be sending me stuff all the time. I be like, but what was that about? I wake up and I be like, and sometimes I just ignore my dreams and then it happen. I'll be like, oh snap,
I just dreamed about that.
Right. Like, he gives me answers. Like, it's been so many times I'll be worried about something and he'll give me answers in my dreams. And sometimes he just brings different people in my dreams. And like you said, I'll be like, God, what am I supposed to do? Like,
yeah,
I don't know.
What do I do with this information?
Right. So we always bring this to God and stuff. But like, come on. Just I don't know. Learn how your angels, you got God, whoever you pray to, learn how they're speaking to you, because it comes in many different ways.
Like, I watched a video. I talked about him on the last episode, Pastor Michael Todd, and this video really opened my eyes. He talks about the ways that God speaks to us, and I think he listed like 11 different ways. I don't really remember all of them. I don't have my journal on me because of course I did write it down, but he listed like 11 different ways. So one of them was dreams. Another one was like gut feelings. Like, that gut feel, it's not a gut feeling. It's not something told me. It's not a coincidence. It's God. Like, it's him. Another one was media. Like, so like if it comes on the news, and then that happened. The craziest thing is, it happened to me. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I was thinking about something, or something happened and it popped up on the TV, and I was like, oh, you're crazy. Like, you're going crazy right now. So that was another one. Angels, so like angel numbers and things like that. Deja vu, like if you thought about something before and you feel it again, or like you feel like it's happening again, that's the way. Like, those are some of the ways that God speaks to you. So like I said, something I struggled with was me feeling like, because I didn't think he was speaking to me, made me feel like he wasn't hearing me, when in reality I just wasn't open to what he was saying, or I wasn't thinking outside the box, really, because I'm thinking like, okay, I'm gonna hear his voice. Like, it's very rare for people to hear God audibly. It's very, very rare. I know personally, I know one person that has told me that they've had an experience with God where they heard him, and then I've watched videos about people that have said, like Tabitha Brown, she said that she audibly heard God speaking to her. I have yet to experience that, but I've experienced him in different ways that I know he's there. I know he's there. He's always. I know
people be like, how do you know God real?
Because I know.
Because you see my life? I had real life encounters with him. That's why. Real life encounters. Like, real life encounters. like I wasn't supposed to be here.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for him. Like, it's somebody. What you mean? Like, did you experience something? Like, swear.
Yeah.
I'll just share one. I got in a bad car accident with an 18-wheeler truck. He like swerved into my lane. I ended up under his car. Like, we spun out, we hit a guardrail, and we end up in a ditch, right? Guys, that sounds crazy. Like, I should have been flipped over dead somewhere. When I mean we ended up in the ditch straight, my car it was total, but it wasn't horrible. Like, nobody was crushed in the car. It was 4 of us in the car. Nobody was crushed, nothing. We ended up this way straight. Like, nothing was wrong with me, none of that. Like, I'm like, that's nobody but God. Like, the cops didn't even understand how we were all okay.
That's crazy.
And it's so funny because I always say, like, my grandfather is my guardian angel. It happened on his death date. I'm like, what are the odds that I almost lost my life the same day that my grandfather died? Not the same day, but not the same year, but the same day that my grandfather died. Like, that's crazy. Like, that was God telling me that was me. Like, that was me and your guardian angel.
Right.
Like, that was me.
We ain't done with you yet, shorty. You still got things to do.
Exactly. This is what we mean by numbers and dates and things like that.
Listen to that man.
Yep.
Whatever you pray to, listen to him. The way I feel about my God, I'm a talk about my God.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And if that's not something
Absolutely.
if that is something that makes people uncomfortable, then unfortunately I'm just not the person for you.
Right. And I when people like, I used to get angry because, you know me, I like to debate. People be like, oh, but this is just a made up thing. And now when people do it, I know God be wanting me to really speak the word, but sometimes I be like, they not ready yet. They not ready to hear this yet. They too closed off, so I'm not even about to waste my time. Like,
come holler at me when you're ready.
Yeah.
I used to not be ready. I was never a person that was like, oh, that's a made up thing. Never was that. We grew up in the church. Okay?
Right.
That was never me. But I reached a point in my life where I did question my own faith, and I reached a point in my life where I wanted to grow closer to God, but also I wasn't. I was still kind of closed off. I wasn't ready. And I feel like God knew I wasn't ready, so he wasn't putting me in the position that I am in now. Then, you get what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't putting me in the rooms that I was in. He wasn't planting, you know, like these seeds and these thoughts in my mind and in my heart, because he knew I wasn't ready. But now he's like, all right, boom, she ready. I'm gonna use her. And every time I pray to God, I say, use me. Use me as the vessel that you like. Please push me in the direction that I'm supposed to be going in. If it's not for me, get rid of it. If it's not going to serve me later on in life, get rid of it. I don't care what it is, who it is, how you do it, they gotta go. Because I'm here for a bigger purpose, and I know that.
And for me, I like everybody, my grandma even be saying it, like, you always been a little spiritual kid, like, always. But many times, it's not that I kind of like shy away, not shy away, but like, I'm not speaking to him as much or anything. But one thing he always leads me back to him. Always. Like, it's like, girl, he's like, girl,
where are you going?
You're my child, come on.
Like, we could be trying to do something knowing we ain't got no business doing it, and he was like, snatch.
Right. Like,
what are you doing?
So it's like, I can try to get away, but ain't no getting away. And I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. How do you feel about dating somebody that didn't know God, or not even didn't know God, is with a different religion? Like, is religious, believes in something, but not what you believe in? Would you be able to, what if he had like all the qualities, but he was Catholic?
I don't know. The only reason I say I don't know is because it would depend on what exactly they believe in. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know much about other religions. I'm open to hearing what you got to say, as long as you're not trying to convert me or nothing. Like, I'll listen to what you have to say. But my partner has to be a God-fearing man. Like, that's something that's like number one on my list, honestly. Like, you have to know him, believe in him, like all that. And when I say God-fearing doesn't mean you're afraid of him. You just know what he's capable of. You know what he can do, so you are obedient to him. Like, you feel me? Like that. That's something that's really big for me. So dating somebody of a different religion, I really don't know. I don't know.
I got that question, like, somebody I was talking to, and they were like, what's your religious views? And at first I was like, why didn't you ask me that? But then I'm like, no, that's a good question.
That's a really good question.
Because that might be a deal breaker for some people. I feel like before I thought I could do that, but God is like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, no. Like, I kind of just want to deal with somebody who has the same religious belief. I might be able to do like Catholic and stuff because they're similar. Like, there's similarities and things like that, but yeah. So
that's a good question though. I would love to be on a date and somebody asked me my religious views. I'd probably say marry me right now. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, especially if you believe in the same thing. Yeah, marry me. I do. What color are the
I always tell, when I pray too, I'll be like, God, they don't have to be super religious, but I need them to know you.
I need them to know you. I need them to know what you are capable of.
I dated one man, he not on this earth. He was street, but he knew God. Like, and that was so attractive to me. Like, he would be like, yeah, I gotta go to church. Like, you go to church.
Church, man, what?
So you play the streets on a week, but you go to church on Sunday. Oh, no, let me stop. I'm being toxic. That's not what I want anymore, but it was
younger
cute.
you.
Because I'm like, oh, you love God. I love God too. This is cute. We could pray together. If a man call me and pray for me, I'm gonna be like, this is my cue to go.
Listen, I've only ever, like, dealing with somebody romantically, I've only ever had one person ever pray for me. And like, act like, not, you know how people like, I'm gonna pray for you and pray. No, like, pray for you. I mean, sent me a voice message of him praying. What?
Love that for you.
Are you kidding me? What? Let me talk to your mom. Because she praised a great man. Okay. So yeah, God-fearing man is something that's
for real. I want my household to be like, we put God first in my household. Like, we pray together. Me and my husband pray together, because I feel like if you don't have that within your relationship, it could fail. Like, I want that to be very important in our relationship. Like,
that go back to like how I was saying, I need a man with substance. Like, I need you to believe in something. I need you to submit to something, because if you don't, like, what are you submitting to? Justin LA boy, whatever his Instagram name is, like, what do you believe in? What do you answer? Like, who you answer to? Oh, Jesus, I can't stand pages like that sometimes. Like, they be posting some funny stuff. I'm not gonna hold y'all. I do the repost
I be
sometimes.
sharing reposts.
I'm not gonna be a hypocrite.
Today.
I'm not gonna be a hypocrite.
It was about burgles and stuff. It was funny.
But it was funny. But if that's all you answering to,
you gotta, like, back to getting rid of certain things. Sometimes you have to unfollow certain pages and people.
Energies is real, y'all.
Yeah, energies are big. You gotta be careful
with them energies.
With energies and who you let in your space and things like that. And that's not even like a bad thing. It's just like when it's so many different energies, it could clash. Like, so
that's why low-key sometimes, I don't know if y'all know, I'm a nail tech. I do nails out of a space that's supposed to be sacred for me. But because I don't have like a separate space right now, that's all I have right now, which is fine, don't get me wrong. But it's just, it be a lot of people in and out, and sometimes it be making me, like, I have taken a break from doing nails because I felt too overwhelmed, and like my my body just felt heavy. Like, when you're knocked off, like your mojo, like, you can feel it, like you can feel it. Like, I felt so heavy. So I had to take a break. I took maybe, like, it was when I was first starting, so I was still working at TJ Maxx, so I probably took like a month. Honestly, I probably took a month off, and I still do think about taking another break, because that's a lot. That
was like, even this weekend, like, we had the greatest time. Like, I don't feel like anybody's energy is on me, but I do feel like, bro, you got a little off track. Not off track, but
I hate
like
that.
I gotta get myself back. That's how I feel. Like,
it makes me so, like, I need to stop beating myself up for it. But like, when I feel like something knocks me off my path of where I'm going, it makes me so mad. Like, I haven't read my Bible in a minute, and it makes me really
I was thinking about that today. I'm like, God probably so mad at me right now, like, I ain't read my Bible.
My Bible is literally in my bag, y'all. My Bible is right here in my bag. I came over here for the weekend. My Bible is in my bag. I brought my Bible, my laptop.
Maybe we could do a little Bible study.
Okay, prayer. Y'all, I'm sorry. I just have to give myself a pat on the back. I finally got out of Genesis. We talked about religion and God a lot, but I finally got out of Genesis. And if you know, Genesis is long.
It's long.
Genesis is long. Genesis is all about like the birth, the origin of everything, you know. And they talk about like how long this person lived and how long that the descendants. Ooh wee. But I finally got out of Genesis. I'm in Exodus now, so
okay. I know that's right. See, we do it differently, which is fine. You read your Bible how you read your Bible. I was like doing the study guide, so it kind of like says, it gives you like different chapters and things to read at a time. So you might read Genesis and you might read Psalms. You know, like it's different, but either way it's still good.
Yeah, I just read mine as a book.
Yeah, and
then if I come across something that I don't understand, or I'll be like, why did you do that?
You'll look it up.
The book that we have is connected to an app, so you scan the page number.
My Bible.
Period. You scan the page number. Y'all look at my husband. Give me on. Sorry. I
just cut mine out.
She did.
Cause who purse was that in Brent photo?
Like what was that about?
I want to know.
What was that? I didn't like that for you at all, actually.
He always doing something. He always just doing something.
That was nasty.
Like, look, y'all.
Can't even get to it. So angry. Whose purse is that right here?
The purse. Whose is it? When I find her,
make it. But yeah, back to the Bible. The Bible that we have, you scan the page, and it'll pop up like, excuse me, like what it means, what it meant, and things. What is happening right now? Okay, for thumbnail. Hunger.
My grandma job said that means you're healthy. I'm like, really?
Well, can you give me a different sign or something?
Right.
The most embarrassing thing is when you laid up and your stomach start making noises. I be wanting to cry. Like, why would you do that? And then he be like, you hungry? No. Bro. just ignore it.
Tell him that's a healthy digestive system. That's what the doctor told me at my job. I said, oh, okay. It gets on my nerves.
Definitely gets on my nerves.
But yeah. So we're gonna wrap it up.
I think so. Today was a lovely conversation.
It was lovely.
Time for me to edit.
You guys let us know what you want to hear from us. Like, let us know so we could definitely touch on it. You know, this is only the beginning. This is only episode 2. We have way more to go. We're gonna continue to keep growing. Girls Garden's gonna continue to keep growing. We got so much planned for it. Like, I'm so excited. I feel like this is our calling. This is what we're supposed to be doing, so it's gonna get done. Period. And if you guys want, follow the Instagram. Follow
Instagram. We're trying to we want to reach 100. Yes, I think we're at 90. Last time I checked, we were at 90.
We slacking. That's why I mean we gotta get back on our mojo. We haven't posted up there, but we will be making a post tomorrow.
Let me see. Yeah, we're at 90.
So we 10 away.
Girls.garden with 2 N's on Instagram.
We're really trying to grow this. Like, we eventually are gonna be more than an Instagram. Like, this is gonna go.
We're gonna be big.
All right,
we're gonna be big. I just want y'all to know before the camera turns off, we're gonna be big. One thing that I thought about recently was us being like, we have to be obedient with it. Because what was I gonna say? Don't remember. Oh, we were supposed to film on what, Saturday?
And we didn't.
And then we went out Sunday. So now today's Monday.
And we're filming.
But
that's like, for example, when you were like, Bray, if you're not tired, I was like, move.
It's no tired.
Like, we gotta do this. Like, this is our baby. This is something we gotta do. And we want to grow this, so eventually we could like be in a different state and grow it there.
Period.
All right, y'all.
We love you so much. Thank you again
for everything.
Bye.